tell her mom, but she's supposed to be taking a rest day today. But Riley is not about that type of life. Yeah. All of them are not that type of life. Well, this Jeep that has been parked there, I've seen it parked there like every day. Like it reparks there. It's not like it has been parked there the whole time. Like it leaves every day and then comes back, and they never pay for parking. They've had a parking ticket on their freaking Jeep every time I've looked over there. Like it wasn't there all weekend. So it's clearly somebody that must like live here or something, or not live here, but work here or something. We are gonna drive to the trailhead. Be about a 10-minute drive. We're gonna go to Scratchgravel's. Which one we're gonna do though? Well, we might go to the far. I want to explore and see what they've done with that new trail. So we might go to John G. Trailhead, which is only like an extra like 2 minutes from the other one. But I kind of want to see what they're doing because I'm getting ready to put in my request for permit for my race. So I want to make sure I have a good race course. I'm actually going to try and meet with them, try and schedule something the beginning, end of February, beginning of March, before I put in my actual permit app. So we're going to do that, but I have to go down to the nearest office is in Butte, so I would have to drive down to Butte. But I just want to make sure I have a complete packet, like everything they need. So I'll bring like, I have my routes. I want to finalize my race routes, so I'll have my routes up there. Wow, these guys are freaking, of course he's from Texas, but I've driven in Texas, they don't really care about speed. But it's 25 mile an hour zone. I'm doing 30 and this dude like went past me like I'm standing still. Just to get up to this red light before me. What are you fish yawning for? I heard you squeaking over here. Yeah. I heard you squeaking over here. It says weird to say this, but it is abnormally chilly. And that doesn't mean that it's not usually chilly this time of year. It's usually colder this time of year. But based upon what the actual temperature is outside, it feels way colder than it should be. And I don't know if it's because there's moisture in the air, like the humidity is a little bit higher. And that might be what it is, because it's 42 degrees and the real feel is like 27. And there's no wind that I know of, no breeze. It just feels cold. I have the freaking heater on like blast right now. I put shorts on, I have my puffy coat on. I'm cold, my hands are cold, my nose is running because it's cold. just from walking from the building to the vehicle. What are you old ladies doing? These old ladies out here walking around like they own the place. Oh, what are you doing there, Riley? You getting excited? Yeah, Riley's getting excited. We're nowhere even close to the trailhead, so I don't know why you're getting excited, but I get it. I get it. Yeah. Turn this down a little bit. Once you guys get too warm. Well, you won't be too warm, but Riley might. She's got lots of fur on. Yeah, she's got lots of fur. Oh, I'm sleepy. Whew. For whatever reason, I woke up at like 4:30 this morning, and I tried to go back to sleep. My body said no. Like, I felt well rested, so I decided I'll just get up then. So I've been doing work on the computer since then. Had a cup of coffee, took some pre-workout, and now I'm like just tired. 4:30 this morning I felt fully awake before I had my coffee. I'm gonna have to take a nap this afternoon. I've been doing a lot of stuff, trying to make my website better. I don't know how well it's going, but people turn on this street, on this, I think it's, is it a state highway or maybe a county highway? It's not just like a street, it's like an actual highway. And the speed limit is 45 when you, why are you whining? It's 45 when you first get on. Yet people, and then about, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile down the road, it speeds up to 55, but people will turn at the light and then just floor it to 55. So this truck that's in front of me that I just had to slow down now for, which he had to slow down for a vehicle in front of him, like just floored it at the light. You're usually stuck behind some slow person up here. There's a lot of like smaller farms and ranches out here, old timers that just drive their vehicles really slow. Oh, Riley saw the horsies over here. She was going to bark at them. What kind of plane is that? Must be like an Alaska Air or something. It's like a turboprop. At first it almost looked like a, what was that old bomber? B-17 bomber or something. This guy's going slow. Oh, he's turning. Hold on, ladies, we're slowing down. He's got his big ass fifth wheel trailer with 2 ladders on the back of it, so you know, a big load like that, you gotta carry your ladders with a big ass trailer. trail straight to where that new trail is supposed to be at, kind of in that area. Well, depending on how busy it is, we might go the other way if there's a lot of people there. Because nobody hardly ever goes that other ways. Surprisingly, there has been a lot of people out of these trailheads the last couple days. Oddly enough, even though we face 3 of the cell towers in this area, for whatever reason, going up this side of the mountain, I don't hardly get any signal. Quick, good morning. I know you're getting excited. Just stay off the dash, please. Yeah, stay off that dash. Stop making fun of me. Oh, Riley's getting excited over here. Well, there's nobody down here at the lower end of the parking. I mean, there's still usually people that walk down from the houses over here, or walk in from the houses. I think it's funny that they have handicap parking here. Because where is this handicap person going to go on this trail? Like, it makes no sense to me. If you need to have a spot closer to the trailhead, where are they going? Like, you know, you would think if they were... Oh, yeah, I understand, Riley. Riley is so excited. She's groaning because I haven't gotten out yet. Oh, that's a scary looking crew, it is. But I mean, nothing against handicapped people. And I know there's all sorts of different handicaps people can have. But at a trailhead like this, where you have a single track, rocky, steep, whatever trail, why do you have a handicap? So, a handicap parking spot. None of the other places have a handicap parking spot. Why does this one? Because this is even the worst trail. Whichever, you only have two options to go, and each one of them is like really rugged. Oh, whatever. Can't stay super long. We wanted to say hi before you left. Meet a client? Nice. Here's Corwin. It doesn't make any sense. But, I mean, we had that when over in the military treatment facility that we had over here. The only people that can use it are like active military people. And by active, I don't mean like active duty. I mean people that are currently in the military. And when we remodeled our new building, we had to add in handicap parking to meet the requirements. And it's like, if anybody is handicapped, they're not allowed to be in the military. So why do we need a handicap parking spot? Whew. Okay. I might have to put a long sleeve on and my coat. It is chilly out here. Chilly. I didn't think it would be this cold based upon what the temperature said. It is chilly. I'll probably be too warm once we get moving, but I need to be doing some heat training anyway, so I'm better being too warm than not. What, do you want to go to the top of the mountain and back? You're in 20 that borderline. Well, like the temperature, even in my van agreed, says it's 40, like 42 degrees out. But I mean, there's a slight breeze here, which does make it feel cold. Oh, see, there is somebody on the trail over here that walked up from the place. But the real feel, I think it's because the humidity is a lot higher, is like 27. I wore shorts because I was like, oh, it's going to be nice out there. No, I wish I hadn't. In fact, I might have to, I actually might have to put a beanie on. I mean, I'll be okay once we get out of the wind. I just don't know how much we're going to get out of the wind. So that'll be interesting. I probably should grab... Nah, I don't need sunglasses. It's not going to be that sunny out. Oh, look at this butthead. There she is. Oh, yeah, little butthead. Yeah, cold wind is no bueno. Oh, she's... Where is she going? Does she know where she's going? I don't think she does. I don't think she does. Oh, I need to do this. Hold on. Bam! There we go. Okay, ladies. Try to clickbait people by saying I was coming out here with the girls, which I am. The two girls here, two doggos. I am, we got our special guest, old Riley dog here. Hi, Riley. Who can't go very far. I mean, her mom actually said that she was supposed to have a rest day today, but Riley don't live that life. There ain't no rest days. But we're just gonna take it easy today. Whew, that wind is worse over here than it was in the parking lot. I got a hood on my jacket, so I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm babysitting old Riley dog this week. So she's gonna have the bestest time. She associates me. She had to pee on some, I don't know if that was another doggo's poop or coyote poop or something there. She has an alpha personality, so she always has to mark her territory. It's weird to have a female dog that is total alpha. But anyways, I'm babysitting Riley all week, and I'm the fun one, you know. Her mom is always telling her no and all that kind of stuff. And then I show up and I'm like, let's go hit the trails, let's go do fun stuff. I'm like the fun uncle. It'd be nice if we could get some sun, because my batteries need to charge. I'm stealing my inverter's on all the time for the most part, except for when, like just now, when we went to go drive, I turned it off. But other than that, it's on because I'm using my Starlink for my internet in my condo, because I don't really want to, you know, pay for another internet. So I just have if I park my van up on the upper deck of the parking lot across the street, and then I have my Starlink, or I have a bridge, I guess, plugged into my Starlink off a Wi-Fi bridge. And then I have the receiver in the window at my condo. And then I have a router plugged into that. And I have internet in my condo. Now, it's not the fastest. Has high ping. But it does anything I need it to right now. If I spend any amount of time there, then I'll end up having to just get like cable internet probably. But I don't know, we'll see. It's funny because I was talking to not talking, but like looking for see what my options were for cable internet. And then I did go over there because I was like, I'll just do it. And I got there like 1 minute after they opened up, according to their hours, and walked inside there, and there was already like 4 people waiting, and there was 3 like salesmen already helping people. I'm like, I just got here like 1 minute after you guys opened. What the hell? So I was like, I'm not gonna wait around. And left. But it's like, oh, this way. Riley, we're going this way. Follow Nari. It's like looking at their packages online, and they're like, you got like, they offer 3 different speeds, like 100 megabyte per second, 300 megabyte per second, and 1 gigabyte. And first off, I'm like, how do they regulate that? You're plugging into a cable line. Like, does it talk over it and then say, "Hope we're going to limit you"? Like, but then also, I guarantee there ain't no way I'm going to get 1 gigabyte per second in my building. It's an old ass building. It's not like there's freaking fiber optic everywhere in there. You know? So it's like, I'm definitely not going to pay whatever it is, $70 a month for a gigabyte. But 100 megabyte isn't going to cut it for me. So it's like, I do the 300, and I probably can't even get 300. I mean, 100 is faster than what I got now. With the setup I have, by using that Wi-Fi bridge, all that, I'm like maybe 20 megabytes per second. Like, if I was just plugged straight into the Starlink, then I'm, over 200 megabytes per second with a high ping. But it's still plenty fast enough for what I need to do usually. I don't know what the actual cost would be, because when they quote your prices, that's them being like, oh, if you do as a bundle, so if you get cable and if you get like mobile phone, all that kind of stuff, then your internet's like $40 a month or whatever. Now your total bill, because you're in a bundle, is going to be like $150, but it's like, I don't need all that other crap. I don't watch TV, so I don't need cable. I have a phone already, so I don't need a phone. We're gonna have to go to the grocery store today. I'm out of a lot of stuff. I got enough stuff for dinners, but I'm completely out of lunch stuff. I ate the last one yesterday, or my last little lunch thing yesterday. Oh. Hoo-wee. I forget how steep even this way is. Although it feels steeper since I haven't really done a lot of uphill anything. Now we did do Nessa's route yesterday, but I was out there with a friend, and they don't like to be on live stream or anything, so that's why I didn't live stream. So we did, we climbed to top Mount Helena and then did the rest of Nessa's route. But I felt that, like, my legs were burning. My legs are burning right now, too. And that was steeper than this as well. I've already been updating my calendar for anticipated, locked in for. And it's like, I tell you, this next year is busy, which is good, but I was hoping to have more time to goof off. But it's like, I have, after I get back from Nevada, I'll have about a month, a little over a month actually, currently where I'm not doing anything, but potentially there's a race I'll be working within there as well. And then pretty much from April, wow, that plane is low. From April to the end of July, I will be gone. Middle of April, I'll be over in Massachusetts, and then I might come back here for a week, and then actually I don't even think I can come back here for a week. I think I have to go straight down to Arizona, and then I think I come back here for 2 weeks. And then I have to go back over to back east. I'll be back there. Ooh, calf muscles are burning. For 2 or 3 weeks. And then I gotta go straight from there to Colorado. And then I'll be in Colorado for 3 weeks. And that puts me at the end of July. And then it looks like August I have open. And then potentially I have stuff in September. And then October is pretty much, well, from about middle of September to like the second week of October, so like 3 or 4 weeks. Actually, it'd be more than that, it'd be about 5 weeks. I will be between Colorado and California, and then I think I have to go straight from California down to Arizona for my race. And then and I don't know what's after that, but potentially I'll have a race in November that I'll be helping with the production of, and then a race in, probably 2 races in December. Whew. But we'll see. I'm thinking next year. And by next year, it'll be 2027. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I might try and do some stuff over in Europe, which wouldn't be until later in the year. But if they could fix things this year for Black Canyon, I'll do Black Canyon again next year. But also, I need to look after me. I love doing stuff for Mountain Outpost, but I need to make sure that I make a living. So if I need to tell them I can't do something just so I can pick up my own races, do my own broadcasting, I will. Because I know there's a couple races that if I reached out to, I could probably pick them up. At least 2 that I know of for sure. Because I'm a small budget, and Mountain Outpost is big budget, and so these races just can't quite afford it. It's not the benefit versus cost for them to pay for Mountain Outpost isn't there. But if I came in and did a decent quality broadcast for budget price, will it be close to the same quality? No. I mean, Mountain Outpost is, there's a reason why it's big budget. I can't even come close to affording the tools, equipment, the toys that they have, because they have a bank account I don't have. I mean, Jamil has put in the last few years. Jamil has taken a loss on so many of their broadcasts and put so much money, only because they put so much money into equipment, that it will definitely pay out dividends probably this year. But he's invested so much into that side of his business. And there's so many races. Like this year, I can't do Western States, which is one of the biggest productions we do each year. And I can't do it because I'm busy on other stuff. And there's a race that happens at the same time that I was asked by the RD last year to support. And so I'm thinking next year, if I'm not conflicted with anything, I'm gonna ask the RD and just be like, because he sold out this year. Last year, I know he didn't make any money because it was the first inaugural year of the race. And this year, he sold out like soon after registration was open, like within like a week or two. So it's definitely becoming a popular race, and I can see why. So next year I might say, hey, this is what I propose to do a live stream. This is how much it would cost, and let me know if you want me to do it. Where you guys go? Where are you going? The little butthead over here. But she's just exploring. She knows where we're going. She's just out exploring. Oh boy, that was a slow mile. Hell, I'm out of shape doing uphill stuff. Like, I'm in decent shape for flat stuff because that's what I've been training for. Uphill stuff though, which this might be my only time this week doing uphill because this is my last full training week before my race, so I really need to do some more long flat stuff, which Riley won't be able to go on, but Nari will. She won't like it because we'll be waist leash the whole time, and at least 60-70% of it will be sidewalk / road. Ooh, almost twisted an ankle right there. Oh man. Whew, I was right though. I am sweating now that we're out of that wind. But I need to be too warm. That's how I looked at the last few weeks at Burrito League, running on that segment for all but one day I was completely overdressed. So I was nice and warm, which I always would rather be too warm than too cold. Whew. But, and the only reason why one of those days I wasn't too warm is because it was just so cold. I had on all my layers, but I was still cold. Okay, we'll see how well the signal stays on, because now we're gonna go back over here. But I don't think I'm behind this ridge for much, as I do know this is a trail. So I think that just, there was a windstorm here. Oh yeah, it is new, because the trees are, or the branches are still green. They had a like 90-mile-an-hour winds here a few weeks ago. It was blowing trees down everywhere. It just pulled that right out of the roots, right out of the ground. That's a big ass root ball too, which would be, yeah, it looks like it is dying now. Oh, I forgot about this gate. What? And then you got these two. Riley, she don't care. She's just like, whatever. Can I get in? No, I'm just gonna, no, stay on that side. I'm just gonna climb over. Cause I can use these rocks, which I think is why the rocks are there. There we go. I couldn't get the gate undone. It was tight. Tight like a toiga. Oh, why is it so... Is my lens dirty? Must be. I even have some glare. That was my problem with the glare. Oh, we lost signal. Somebody had a freaking fire ring over here camped out. I don't think there is camping back here. Okay. Where's the trail? I thought the trail was right here. I know it doesn't just go right here. We've been this way before. We got to go up that. So it must be over here. Let's go down this way to the right. Go this way. No, not right, this way. Over here. Riley listens. For sure this is where there must be right there where she's going. Yeah, see, so there's a fire ring right here. No, Nari's on the move. Yeah, no shit. Oh, that way. So this is where the trail goes, I guess. Well, I wonder. This does look like it's newer. But let's see how this is a new trail, because they've been replacing a lot of the steep trails with switchbacky stuff to make it more sustainable. Yeah, this isn't the new trail. This is the old trail. So hopefully we'll find the new trail. It must come over from the other side. Horses aren't here though. I don't see any tracks for the horses. I see Nari's tracks. I just don't know where she's at. There she is. She's way up there. I see her. Whew. Man, my calf muscles are burning. I know. We saw that flagging over here one time. So I just assumed this was the trail they were putting in. Obviously not. Riley. Am I losing signal? I have line of sight. We got line of sight. Whew. I discovered this trail because we were up here when there was last year when there was snow, and we followed footprints down this way. And I was like, oh, this person must know something we don't. And so we came down this way, and you could kind of tell there was a little trail corridor, but I was like, is there really a trail there? And so then once the snow cleared, we decided to investigate here, and that's where you can see this. I guess a little more than a game trail, but it exists. It would be a fun trail to go down on a mountain bike if you were experienced and good at mountain biking. I would flip over my handlebars. Oh, this way. Looks like there's a trail going that way. Nari, or Riley, we're gonna go this way. I don't know where Nari went. This is the more obvious trail, but I don't know where she went. Oh, she's on this way. Okay. She knows. I was just worried because usually Riley will follow her, but Riley started to go that other way. So I was like, did Nari go that other way? Nope, she went this way. So I'm thinking August. Well, August is when I'm going to try and do my race. But that's probably the month I'm going to be able to do all this exploring I want to do. I've never done the tallest peak in Montana. And I've never done the tallest peak in Idaho. So this year I wanted to do that. Now, one of them, I think Idaho, I can take her. She'd be okay. But Granite Peak here, she wouldn't be able to do because there's scrambling at the top. So I'll have to find somebody to watch her for a couple days. Because I'll have to. There's the new trail right there. Huh. Wonder where it comes up at. Yeah, that is clearly the new trail. I think. Is it not? That looks like a new trail. Oh, jeez. Okay, that tree damn near was not. That tree was not as solid as it looked. Is this the new trail? I don't know. It's definitely a trail. Mountain bikers have been using it. Nari went the other way, which is the way we usually go, so I don't falter. This is definitely the new trail. It has to be. There have been a lot of mountain bikes on it. Ooh. Because I'm thinking about having this new trail on my race course. So I'm gonna have to map it out. I think I'm going to have to adjust some of the course, which means I'm going to lose some of it. And it means I need to pick up some more distance somewhere else, and this would be the place to do it on this trail. I thought it went to the left up here, though. Looks like there is a trail that goes off to the left. Which might be the old trail. So do I go this way that they're going? I guess. So I need to, on the way down, try and follow this trail, I guess. Rome. I need to know where it comes out at. So I guess technically we could have gone up that other way. Cause I'll just do the downhill on here to put on my, to mark on my Cal Topo. Does this go back to the road? This is not where I saw the flagging before. So I must have put in more trail even. Because it was on the other side that we saw the flagging. Unless maybe this, I guess it does go back that direction. Oh, does it? The trail goes back that way. I am so confused. That is clearly a trail. There's a trail right here. Is this the road? The old road? That doesn't look right. I think it is. I think that's the old trail. No, that's not the old trail. I'm so confused. The heckies? This is definitely a new trail right here. This is not the flagging that I saw last year, which tells me they must have put a second trail in. They did a good job on this, though. That's for sure. This is much more enjoyable than that stupid ass road. Got a mind of his own. Actually, wait, is this that old trail? I wonder if they improved this and then just connected it further down and made new trail. Because I think it is. Yeah, because this is the old trail right here that was on our race course. One of them. And it went down this way. It was super steep and then turned. So that's different. So where does this go up at? It must come up on the front side of the peak. I'm so confused. Well, now I'm wondering, can I use that other trail? Because this was I was hoping this would replace the road. And then I still wanted to use this trail over here. But now I'm wondering if you're able to use that other trail. Hello. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do a charity stream too for my fundraiser. Okay, this goes back that way now. Huh. Wow, they really did some work here. They took out quite a bit of the mountain. Oh yeah. So we're still going to come up over on this side. Oh, now we're switchbacking back this direction. We're almost at the top though. See, that other trail came down right there. It was weird that we did all this. They could have just joined right up to that other trail because it wasn't that bad. Basically where this crossed that trail is where that trail got bad. Because it was super, super steep right there. But that was the only section. Because then even lower on the trail, it was a really nice single track like this. And then higher on the trail is a lot like this. Oh. Nice girl. Yeah, we're coming up the front side here. Huh. That's weird. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I always thought it was weird that there wasn't a trail coming up right here. Clearly there is now. Well, look at that, they even have like a little freaking picnic bench. Somebody carried up here. I'm guessing they carried up the pieces and put it together. I carried it up with a horse. Well, might as well go to the top, and then I think we'll just, I don't know, do I really want to just go down the guts? I might just come up here later on. All right, what are you doing down there? Get your ass back up here. Coming? Okay. So this used to be the way up, which that has replaced at least 2 trails, it looks like. So I'm confused. And looking at footprints, clearly people still take this trail. Here's people on the road, or I see, or on a mountain bike tracks. I see somebody was nice enough to clear away some of the branches. Here's the crappy thing is they've been clearing out all these, like thinning out all the trees here for fire mitigation purposes, which it's like we haven't really had any issues with fires up here. Like no more than anywhere else, you know. And so then they thinned out. Now right here they weren't able to thin them out because they couldn't get their vehicle up here, but in a lot of other areas, like over on Mount Helena, and then I'm guessing Rodney Ridge is the same way. Probably over on the other end over here was the same way. So when they get those windstorms, then instead of 30 trees working together, see, that's where this trail used to go. We're gonna go this way. That's the one trail I was just talking about that I want to have on my race course. And then this was the main way up from this side originally. But anyways, instead of having like 30 trees, you know, bearing the brunt of the wind, then you just have this one lone tree out there taking it all. And they blow down easier. So now you just don't have any trees anymore. This was not a fun way down for sure, but it still exists. I'm curious. I think that where we crossed back there, that was this, which is an old road. It just didn't look like it. But I was thinking about taking this other way down, which is the way that I thought that trail was replacing. Although I thought that was back that way further. Up this way? It must be. Foot brake. Not much of a poop. Squeezing out the last of the toothpaste tube there. Well, she's getting it all out. I think we'll go to the store right after this. I was going to go later because we're probably going to come out again tonight too, or do something tonight. I might go hit the gym. I don't know. Oh, this is where the other trail went off right here. Let's go right here. Here, right here. Because I want to investigate over here and see if they didn't put another trail in. Because going down this and then over in the saddle over there is where we saw other flagging. I guess maybe they redid the trail down over on that other side. Well, they just redid the trail over on the other side. I wonder if they just decided to remap the trail where they originally had it marked and they decided against. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, there's some other doggos. Okay, that was that place right there. So this is the trail. We're back on again. Okay, so maybe this was the trail they had marked. No, because I saw it way over by the saddle as well. Somebody must have put something else in over there. But at least now we can see where this comes out at. That was weird to see something else out here. Where'd my dog go? I didn't put her bell on. Riley, where'd Nari go? There she is. Okay. This right here is where we came in at. No, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna find out where this goes. That is where we came down from to get onto this trail. So, we're gonna find out where it goes. Yeah, we're gonna find out where it goes. We'll find out where it goes. She's like, okay, I'm on it. In reality, she's like, I already found out where it goes. You guys are slow. Well, we can't go very fast. We got Riley. Huh. Oh, Riley. Yeah, we gotta just... Because you can't go that fast. You gotta go your speed. Problem is, her speed is, she's used to going her mom's speed, which is not, plug my camera in, which is not me and Nari's speed. My speed isn't even what Nari's speed is. It's just a weird. Some of how they made this trail, like right there, is confusing to me. Because all they did now is made a huge spot where water is going to collect. Okay, so should be able to use my up over there, connect it to this right here, and plot it on the Cal Topo. 90% of the trails out here don't exist on Cal Topo. So in order for me to create my race course, I had to run the route and then use my Strava GPX, import it on there, and then draw the route manually on Cal Topo. Because I'm not savvy enough with Cal Topo to know. I'm guessing there's easier ways to do it. You know, you can, but I have no idea how that is. So this must go back to this other main trail. So this, if it does, it will be the way I definitely want to go versus that road. For the way down. Now, my only concern is some of this area out here, I'm pretty sure is like PPLT or somewhere. But it's listed as private. It would make sense if it's land trust to be private. But it's open to the public because there's trails everywhere. Like, there's no way you'd be able to go up where a lot of these trails are. So, I don't know when I put in this permit. That's why I gotta talk to these guys. Is, do I need to coordinate with if it's PPLT? And if I do, then maybe I can do something in coordination with him for a fundraiser. Because I'd be on board with that. This is gonna, the direction this is going, we're definitely gonna have to drop down and then climb back up. And by drop down, I mean we're gonna drop down into the guts of this area, which I will have even spottier signal on than I do on the side of the mountain. It's a cool trail. Oh, I need to call that windshield place and see if I can get my windshield replaced before I leave. Something else I need to do too. I don't know what it is. This is a kick-ass trail. I'm not gonna lie. This will be fun to run on a race. Hopefully I can get all this approved. I think it'll be appealing to lots of people. Whew. And I'm kind of going back and forth like the time of year I want to do this. And I do eventually, like the first year, I'm thinking just having two distances. Well, here's the road. So is this the original trail, or did they just connect it to it? I think this is the original trail. So I think they just connected that to that, if I had to guess. That's what it looks like. So if that's the case, that's perfect, because that's the way back to. But yeah, so anyways, I'm thinking about first year just having 2 race distances, 30K. And then it's like time of year, a lot of people are looking for like a rust buster earlier on in the state. 50K option in May with Don't Fence Me In, because there's not a whole lot of races. Just as a tune-up race for that, so I could do the beginning of August. So I don't know. When I get back and I upload the GPX, I can look and see if that's where the original trail turned to the left. Let me open the gate for you, Riley. Riley, come here. Riley, no, over here. Okay, go through. There you go. Good girl. She was freaking out. She's like, how do I get on the other side? Well, let me open the gate for you. I don't think she's had to deal with that before. Like, she could have climbed, oh geez, in the middle of the gate there. What the hell did I trip over? The only rock in the whole path. So I was looking back at the gate. I think Narnie's right. Yeah, she's right, because that goes to the other area. So now we gotta, well, I think we dropped down a little bit more again right after this. I mean, this is a little bit of a climb. And then we have actually a pretty decent climb to get up over the ridge that we were first climbed up on. So, I think we have another gate too to go through. I was impressed on the race I did, Santana Scramble. What was that, a 26K, I think? Because until my calf muscle decided it didn't want to work anymore, I was running every uphill and I felt good. And then it was that last uphill, super steep, like the only like what I would surf feet at all, but it was super steep, so I had to walk that. And then coming down the other side, same way, it was super steep. And I think having to climb up that really super steep part put a lot of strain on my calf muscle. And then when I tried to dance coming down the other side, that's when my calf muscle was like, nope. Like it started to cramp up on me a little bit. Like it was starting to like really hurt. And then by the time I got down into the flatter stuff, it had like it was hurting really bad. But I still made it. Because again, I still had to do the short loop, which was like 5 miles, I think. Oh, the birds are just going crazy. It'd be cool just to sit here and listen to the birds for a while. this way go down? I think it does. All right, we're just gonna go and have fun in the trees. Somebody's come this way. It might have been deep. The other gate, is it closed? Yeah. I think it's the first time I've ever seen it closed. There's no cows in here. I think it's closed. Hold on, Riley. Let me get it for you. No. She's gonna scratch the crap out of herself. Okay, go ahead. You too. Just be patient. Weirdo. She was like, could not handle that I wasn't there yet. She was gonna climb under that bottom rung, which was really low for her. She would have had to like army crawl underneath it. There was also barbed wire on all of it. So she would have been scratching herself. We're almost to where we ventured off to go find that other trail. Curious on in my head, my 10K course, if it's close. I'm curious how much vert it's gonna have, because it might take the cake for US's toughest 10K, that's for sure. Don't follow her, Riley. She's a weirdo. Usually I say follow her, but I don't know what she's doing. Holy cow, my calf muscles are burning. I'm burning. As it is, like my 30K course, I think is going to be one of the toughest. I mean, I think technically it has more vert than like Broken Arrow or the Rut. Their courses. Our tree. There's a way to go around. So right there's the top. Ooh, calf muscles are burning. Keep trying, now that sun is out, I keep trying to put my sunglasses on. I didn't bring sunglasses. I keep, for whatever reason, the top of my hat, it kind of feels like I have sunglasses on, so I keep reaching up there to put the sunglasses on. Which is double crazy because anymore I don't keep my sunglasses up there. I've lost too many pair. So whenever I take my sunglasses off, I always put them in my vest. That's a pretty good little run there. That was 1,500 feet of vert right there. Just doing this one little loop. And we'll have probably about 4.5 miles. Unless Rachel's listening, we're only going to have about 2.25. Coming, Riley? Yeah, we're just going your speed. You don't have to hurry. Yep. Yeah, we're just going your speed. You doing okay? She's like, yep, I'm a coming. They know I'm coming. I know I'm coming. I'll get there when I get there. I'll say though, it does feel so nice to get a little bit of vert. It was funny yesterday when we were up on the mountain. We were running down one of the trails and Riley was in front of me, and then she stopped because her mom was behind us a ways. And I told Riley, I was like, it's okay, your mom's coming. You come with me. And so she started running, and not really expecting her to go too fast. And I look over my shoulder and she's just like having the funnest time, just like racing me down the trail. I was like, are we racing? She was like, aha, this is so much fun. What should we do for lunch? What do you think, Riley? What should we do for lunch? I mean, you definitely deserve a treat-o. She's like, lunch? She picked up the pace. Mom doesn't usually give me lunch. I get breakfast and dinners. Well, you're going to get a little extra. Don't tell your mom, though. You're going to get a little extra. Right. If you're doing a little extra today, you deserve a little bit. I mean, your mom was saying you're getting kind of chunkies, which I'm not gonna lie, you are getting a little chunky. That's not your fault. That's your mom's fault. Yeah, she hasn't been getting you the exercise that you deserve. Which isn't really your mom's fault either. She's just been really busy. So, and it's been really cold too. Oh, there's somebody down the lower trail. Looks like. Or is that a tree? Looked like it was moving. Oh, that's somebody on the trail. That is not a tree. No, that's not something for you to eat. Mary loves it when she hears me blow my nose out. She'll like run over like, oh, yummy. No, that's gross, you sicko. So I blew my nose out. She turned around and looked at me like, wait a minute. How don't you go ahead of me, Riley. Go ahead. That way we go your speed. this side, there's been a bunch of deer and elk making tracks over there. Well, probably not elk, but at least deer. I love this area. It is so cool here. But it's like a hidden gem. Nobody comes out here except for a few of the locals for hiking. As far as runners, there's like hardly any runners I ever see out here. I see a few every now and then, but not very many. And it's like, it's awesome out here. I don't know how they don't. It's not as popular, but all these runners, they go and hit the trails over on Mount Ascension and Mount Helena, which I mean, I get, they're pretty nice trails, or at least there's areas that are pretty nice trails in there. And it's like right next to town. I mean, they're actually city parks, but this only takes you 10 minutes to get to. And it's, you know, everybody goes to freaking Mount Helena. I love Mount Helena, and I like, you know, the trails, running the trails there, but I hate going there because it's so busy all the time. And Mount Ascension is nice. Again, it's busy, but it's also really busy with like mountain bikers too. Same with Rodney Ridge. Rodney Ridge, though, you can't really get a lot of miles there. It's just not big enough. Out here, it's like, you know, we've seen one person. And now, well, it's the second person, I guess, way down here on the lower part of the trail. And when I exclaim how busy it is out here, that's only like there might be 3 or 4 vehicles. That is busy for out here. And I'm like, wow, it's busy out here. That's because it's unusual to even see 3 vehicles. I think we might have to, I won't be able to. I was gonna say we might have to try and go run in Bozeman, like do the ridge, because it's doable. There's not a whole lot of snow, but Riley wouldn't be able to do that, so that just won't work. And Nari's back there. She's looking back at us now like, what's taking you guys so long? Well, I'm staying with Riley. Oh, Riley. Yeah, you deserve somebody to stay with you. Yeah. You know, she's done the same to me. She'll stay with me sometimes when Nari just decides she wants to go do her own thing. Oh, is she gonna come back and find out what we're doing? Did you finally get lonely? Is it lonely by yourself? So you're like, oh, I'll come say hi. Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's my glove though. I don't know what you're doing. It's actually warm out here now that sun came out. I'm hot, and there's no wind. Oh, Riley passed me. She made a move. Probably in a month, I think. Riley's got to have surgery, so gotta make sure she has some fun before then, because she won't be able to get out here for quite a while. But we have to balance that against how far she does, because then we don't want her to get worse. She's doing okay right now. That's why we can't do more than a few miles with her. So that being said, that would be why me and Nari will probably be coming out later this afternoon as well. And I think we'll hit probably the other side of Scratchgravels maybe, or maybe Mount Ascension and do the big loop there. That would give me enough miles, and Riley will be fine hanging out in the condo. I mean, she won't like us leaving without her, but she does okay by herself. She'll just sleep. I'll turn the TV on for her. She was really liking this morning. I had Dakota's on. She was like watching it. It was kind of funny. Because he was the only one that was on. When my internet came out of sleep mode, I was awake for a little bit before then. I think my Wi-Fi is reset, so I could actually use it for a little bit. I don't want to use it too much because I'm going to need it in Arizona for a little bit too. I think probably not in Arizona. Nevada, though. Probably won't need it. We'll see. Because I think well, no, I wouldn't even need it then. I'd be fine. So I can probably use it. I had ran out of data last month. Because I was using it so much. I don't even remember why. Because I had no reason. I must have just been using it to use it, I guess. Was I somewhere where I didn't have good signal for my Starlink? I don't know. I know my battery was really low, so I wasn't using my Starlink very much, but maybe that's why. Because it was pretty rainy and everything. Riley's coming. Let her take some time to sniff. We don't need to rush. We don't need to rush. Oh, this would be nice because I can, for whatever reason, the last 2 days I've actually been motivated to get some work done. Usually I'm just like, oh, let's just veg on the bed, watch some TV. And by TV, I watch like YouTube mostly. Get caught up on videos and stuff on YouTube of people that I Riley, she always sees Nari take off after something, so she always thinks, oh, she's chasing something, I better get over there. what a gorgeous day right now. It has turned out to be, oh, that person must have walked up from the houses over there. Why did they go this way though? They were on this trail. Why didn't they take the other trail all the way back? So confused. If they were on that other trail, or maybe they just came up it and then doing just a little loop or something. Who knows? Doody doody doo 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 doo. I like how there's this. Oh, I guess there's a couple more around here. You say there's this one lone ponderosa right here, but there's a couple up here too. I mean, they did have. This is on the very edge of that fire that came through here. Shoot, that thing has been almost 20 years ago. I figured it out the other day, or by the other day, probably a few months ago when we were up here. I mean, it was at least 12 years ago. Doody doody. Oh, Nari. I am so, no, get away from me. Motherfucker. Well, obviously, now I know what these two idiots were doing over in that little area over there. Somebody decided to poop over there and didn't bury it because she rubbed herself all over, which means Riley was over there eating it. Gosh dang you. Now I gotta go straight home. I can't go to the frickin' store. Gosh dang it. Why can't people poop properly? Okay, well, I gotta go, everybody. I gotta try and handle this. Gosh dang her. Bye, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Maybe this afternoon. We'll see.